The following is a presentation of Baldwin Sports Live, your home for the Baldwin Bulldogs. Baldwin Sports Live is brought to you by Kelly Neufeld, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Baldwin State Bank, Heartland Plumbing, Family Medicine of Baldwin City, Morning Star Care Homes, Trindle Lumber Company, State Farm Agent Cody Anno, One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home, Rice Precision Manufacturing, Baldwin City Recreation Commission, Elite Chiropractic, the Lumberyard Arts Center, and by the Baldwin City Chamber of Commerce. This is Baldwin Sports Live.
Good evening from Wellsville High School, host side of the 32nd annual Top Gun Girls Basketball Tournament. The Baldwin girls enter this year as the number 7 seed in a tournament that they have historically had a bunch of success in. Over the last decade, the Bulldogs have won 4 Top Gun championships and have an overall record of 24-6 in this tournament. They are, however, coming off of their first opening round loss last year here in Wellsville for the first time since 2009. So they're hoping they can return to their winning form here in Wellsville, and confidence should not be an issue at all after Baldwin put together one of the most dominant performances in the entire state this past Thursday night, winning 77-9 over Wellsville. The 68-point victory, the second largest margin of victory for any 4A team in Kansas this year. And the 77 points scored by Baldwin, the most since March of 2018 for the Bulldogs. So they are coming off back-to-back wins now for the first time this season, coming off that huge explosive performance against Wellsville, and now they set their sights on the Topeka-Hayden Wildcats at the opening round of this year's Top Gun tournament. Hayden has had a season very similar to Baldwin in that they've had a tough time stringing together victories. After opening the season 2-0, they've alternated wins and losses ever since. They're now 5-3 coming into play tonight after defeating Highland Park for the second time this year on Friday night in a 65-33 rout. So both teams coming off of huge victories the last time they were on the floor. In one sense, you could say Hayden has done exactly what they're supposed to have done so far this year. They're 5-0 against teams with a losing record, but 0-3 against teams with a winning record. Of course, that doesn't really help us predict tonight because Baldwin is neither of those things. Baldwin's even 500, 5-5 entering play tonight. Two teams last year met in this tournament. They played in the 5th place game where Baldwin took the victory 62-52. Made it 2 straight years the Bulldogs have defeated the Wildcats here in Wellsville. We'll see if they can make it 3 straight and knock off the tournament's number 2 seed here in the opening round. It's Baldwin and Hayden coming up here at the 32nd annual Top Gun tournament in Wellsville. This is the Baldwin Sports Live pregame show on your home for Bulldog basketball, Baldwin Sports Live.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face-to-face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it. At Family Medicine of Baldwin City, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education, ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 785-594-2512 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Baldwin City, your partner for lifelong health.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
Welcome back to the Baldwin Sports Live pregame show as we get you set for the opening round of the Wellsville Top Gun tournament here today as the Baldwin Bulldogs get set to take on the Hayden Wildcats. I'm with Ryan Hilmer. I'm Bryce Kessler. And we are getting set for a third straight year that these two teams will square off in this Top Gun tournament. The winner gets to move out of the Cracker Box gym and over into the nice big gym. The loser will play out the remaining of their stay here in Wellsville in the small gym, the blue gym, as they call it here in Wellsville. From a player's perspective, from a coaching perspective, Bob Martin said he actually likes playing over in this gym as a player. It certainly is the type of gym where, Ryan, you can feel like you just can make it from anywhere, that everything is confined and it's noisy, so you get a good atmosphere, and all of that might lend itself to fun to play in. Not the greatest vantage point as you can see at home from a broadcast. We're going to do our best. This is as high up as we possibly can get in this gym.
We're in the rafters.
Yeah. So it is what it is in that regard. But from a playing perspective, I don't know, you played your high school ball. You played in a very big gym, one of the biggest high school gyms in the state way out in Goodland, Kansas. I played in more of a smaller gym, bigger than this, but certainly not the size of the Max Jones Fieldhouse. But you've played in gyms like this as well. From the playing perspective, how does things change when everything's confined like this?
Honestly, I think it's going to favor Baldwin tonight. It favors teams that like to play a little more up-tempo, that like to try to turn you over and pressure you, because sometimes it can feel like the walls are closing in on you when you get into these small gyms, and then everything's happening real fast. And like we talk about, kind of get sped up sometimes with that press. So I'll be looking for that tonight, see if they can get some turnovers and get some easy points like they did in their last game out. But yeah, you mentioned it shooting-wise. It feels kind of like you can make it from half court anywhere. It feels like the three-point line comes out even further. So we'll see tonight who shoots the ball well and who can control the ball, control the possession, the pace of this game.
Hayden has some size in this matchup, maybe more size inside than Baldwin has had to go up against this year. Baldwin, of course, not a huge team, and they've been really pretty fortunate throughout the year. They haven't had many opponents that boast some of the size that Hayden has. A team that can be physical inside. They're a team that's led by seniors Macy Smith and Carly Stuckey, and they have a couple of good underclassmen as well, and sophomores Lauren Sandstrom and Briley Myers. So a very balanced team for Carvel Reynoldson that can do pretty much anything they need to win a ball game. They have had games this year where they've had to put up 65 points to win. They've had games where they've won with 40 points on the board. They've been able to hold several opponents down under 35 points this year, holding Junction City down to 16 in a victory earlier this year. So they're very similar numbers-wise across the board as Baldwin. Both teams scoring right around 46 a game. Both teams giving up right around 40 per game. So matchup-wise, it's pretty even. You look at the seeds in this thing, and I think you basically could take the seeding and just toss it out the door in a tournament like this. It's seeded off of early season results, so the sample size a lot of times very small when it comes to the seedings. And so the difference between a 1 seed and an 8 seed can really be just a couple of games when it gets seeded out early on in the year. And so Baldwin at 5-5, Hayden at 5-3. Yet this is a 7-2 matchup. So I don't know that the seeding has much to say in the result. I don't think we can call it an upset per se if Baldwin comes up with a victory in this game. But I do think we'll see a pretty evenly matched ball game. And hopefully for Baldwin's sake, they can get out to a quick start and play from the lead.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully they come out and start shooting the ball well, like I mentioned. But defensive rebounding is going to be another big key. You kind of mentioned the size from Hayden, getting them blocked out and pushed out of the lane a little bit to control that glass. Baldwin sometimes gets hurt on some second chance opportunities that the other team gets. And so we'll see tonight if they can be able to control that glass and shoot the ball well.
It's the opening round of the 32nd annual Top Gun tournament here in Wellsville. Your starting lineups when we come back here on the Baldwin Sports Live pregame show.
With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846. Serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being part of the community we serve. Our roots run deep in Baldwin City, and our commitment runs deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home, or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we're here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for more than 100 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
State Farm Insurance Agent Cody Anno is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Cody Anno, your local State Farm insurance agent in Baldwin City.
Morningstar Care Homes is looking for the next members of their team of compassionate caregivers. If you're a certified nurse's aide or medication aide or interested in becoming certified with company reimbursement, apply today and join the locally owned care team at Morningstar Care Homes, offering paid leave, health, dental, and vision insurance and a low 5-to-1 patient to caregiver ratio. Apply online at morningstarcarehomes.com/careers or call 785-594-2603. Positions available in Baldwin City, Ottawa, Fredonia, and Neodesha.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
Welcome back to Wellsville today, where we are set for the opening round of the Wellsville Top Gun Tournament, 32nd annual Top Gun Tournament between Baldwin and Hayden in our opening round matchup. The starting lineups for you for the Hayden Wildcats: 5'8" sophomore Jill Linner, a 5'10" sophomore Lauren Sandstrom, a 5'8" senior Macy Smith, a 5'8" senior Carly Stuckey, and a 5'10" freshman Briley Myers. So some size there in that lineup. 3 at 5'8" and 2 at 5'10" in this lineup for the Wildcats, who are coached by Carvel Reynoldson, are 5-3 on the year. For the Baldwin Bulldogs, starting lineup here this evening: Marin Frost, a 5'4" junior, averages 7 points tonight for the Bulldogs. Carly Neufeld, a 5'7" junior, averaging 14 points per game, top on the team. Alyssa Reichert, a 5'10" sophomore, averaging 8.5 points per game. Isabel Harvey, a 5'9" senior, averaging 3 points tonight. And Riley Smith, a 5'8" senior, averaging 11.5 points per game. Bob Martin, the head coach of the Baldwin Bulldogs. It is time for tonight's opening tip. It is brought to you by the Baldwin City Recreation Commission. Spring soccer registration is now open. Leagues available for kindergartners through 8th graders. Registration deadline is February 18th, so don't wait. Sign up today for BCRC Spring Soccer. Register online at baldwinrec.org or stop by downtown at 705 High Street. While you're there, go ahead and fill out an application for some summer help as well. You want to join the Baldwin Recreation Summer Team. They need umpires, lifeguards, concession stand workers, park maintenance, facility supervisors. You can apply online, baldwinrec.org, or apply at 705 High Street down at Baldwin City Recreation Commission. Baldwin in the road purples. They are the road team as the 7th seed. Hayden, the home team, as the number 2 seed. Ryan Helmer, Bryce Kessler, literally courtside. We don't get to say that usually because we like to have a vantage point up away from the court, but that's not an option here in the Blue Gym in Wellsville. So we are tight to the action today, as is everybody inside the Blue Gym. So here we go, Reichard in the center with Sandstrom, and the Bulldogs get the opening tip, but Smith has her layup attempt blocked by Macy Smith. So a near opportunity to strike in the opening seconds for Baldwin, but they are turned away, and now Hayden works it in the half court for the first time. Underneath, it's a freshman, Briley Meyer, number 25. 5'10 freshman, a good ball player for the Wildcats. Driving and scoring, Macy Smith. So Smith, one of the 2 seniors that leads the way for this team along with Stuckey, number 14. And it's Smith that gets Hayden on the board first. Reichard, pretty good underclassman in her own right, a sophomore for the Bulldogs on that drive. Ends up over to Neufeld and out of bounds as Baldwin turns it over. Trailing 2-0 here with 7:21 left to play in the first quarter.
First chance here for the Bulldogs to set up that press, see how effective it's going to be tonight. Kind of slow played it early.
Smith picked it up just before crossing the midcourt line, but now they cross it with Leonard. Sandstrom up top, Meyer. Reichard with the closeout to deny Meyer the shot attempt. And back around it comes Leonard driving on the right wing into a triple team. Baldwin had it for a moment. Harvey trying to get it out to Neufeld, ended up into the hands of Stuckey, who banks in a 3 for the right wing.
Tough break for Baldwin there. Looked like they might have had a steal and a run out the other way.
And I apologize, I've got the scoreboard on the game feed backwards. I'm so used to Baldwin being the home team here recently that I've got those flipped around. So let's correct that for you. Bear with me here, as this is not going to look very smooth down there on the score bug as these scores change places, but we'll get it corrected here for you. So it's 5-0 Hayden early on.
Bulldogs doing a good job helping each other out on those drives, stop the dribble penetration.
Meyer inside, a good positioning and a good find to set up Leonard for that basket. So a 7-0 start for Hayden. Wildcats getting exactly what they wanted out of the gates here. As Baldwin needs to quickly find an answer in the opening 2 minutes, trailing by 7 already. A foul committed by Jill Linner, her first, team's first for Hayden. Reichard to the top of the key. Smith with the 3 for Baldwin. They sure needed that one. Foul on Frost in the backcourt. Marin's first, team's first. 5:53 to play first quarter. A big three-pointer from Riley Smith to get the Bulldogs on the board. See if they can force a turnover, get an easy bucket that way. Smith, the experienced guard, splits defenders, then called for the carry. So the pressure on Smith forces her into a turnover. And Baldwin has it back down 4 with 5:43 to play in the opening period. Harvey on the elbow, knocked away by Sandstrom. And Sandstrom, a little too much contact, picks up her first foul, and the second against the Wildcats at Topeka Hayden. Smith will inbound for Baldwin. Neufeld traveled after the shot fake.
It's a good idea from Carly, though. A little shot fake, trying to get the ball inside to the rim, but shuffle the feet a little bit.
Full court pressure by Baldwin. Bulldogs trailing 7-3 here in this first quarter. Opening round of the 32nd annual Top Gun tournament. Following this game, it's Lewisburg against Nemaha Central as Riley Smith is called for the hand check. And that matchup of Lewisburg and Nemaha Central is the counterpart to this matchup. So the losers will face in the consolation side. The winners will face in the semifinals on Thursday. 7-3 Hayden. They score the first 7 of the game before Riley Smith 3 for Baldwin. Now Macy Smith, mid-range jumper doesn't fall. And Marin Frost collects the rebound, brings it up herself. Out to Reichert, spotted up on the left wing. High arcing 3, it rims out, and Briley Meyer collects for Hayden. .4:45 to play in the period. Frost with the on-ball defense. Now Smith, guarded by Smith. Riley on Macy. Crosses it over to the left and is fouled as she put the shot up. Isabel Harvey commits the foul. It's her first and a third team foul on the Bulldogs. Macy Smith at the free throw line. Senior guard had a bucket earlier, the first of the game for the Wildcats, and adds a free throw there. One more to come. Pair of free throws by Smith. Into the game for Hayden comes Norma Greco. Another underclassman, a freshman for Topeka Hayden. (9-3) lead Hayden, 4.5 minutes to play first quarter. Carly Neufeld at the point now, and the pass intercepted by the just entering into the game Greco, but missing the layup. Knocked out of bounds, last touch by Stuckey of Hayden, so it's Baldwin basketball. And Bob Martin will take a timeout here with 4:21 left to play in the first quarter. And the Topeka Hayden Wildcats with a 9-3 advantage early on the Baldwin Bulldogs. Don't forget, fans, when you want the highlight plays, you want to see them again, get this number in your phone, 816-406-0051. Put it in your phone as contact highlights. And then all you got to do is, anytime a highlight play happens, go to your text, put in highlights, and text Baldwin to that number, 816-406-0051. And you'll get a text from EZ Relic with the last 20 seconds of game time, and clip that highlight and have it to show off. Here's Meyer after the steal. Knock it down the 8-footer for the middle of the paint. Making Baldwin pay for the turnover. Putting Baldwin in an 8-point hole, and now another Baldwin turnover. So that's 4 early turnovers for the Bulldogs. They're the ones who like to force a bunch of early turnovers, and instead here today they are committing them.
I was going to say the Bulldogs kind of getting a taste of their own medicine with this full court pressure. It's giving them all sorts of troubles bringing the ball up.
Yeah, Baldwin can settle in as we're just midway through the first quarter. A long way to go here, but Hayden off to a good start. Stuckey's 3 is short. Meyer with the offensive board. Gives it right back to a cutting Carly Stuckey for 2. 10-point lead for Hayden. An impactful start early for the freshman Briley Meyer. 2 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists already for her. Neufeld with a floater off left iron. Greco the rebound. Neufeld gambles for the steal. Gives a chance here for Hayden, and Baldwin able to recover back. Sandstrom into a double team. Back out to Stuckey on the right wing. Knocks down the 3. Second tray for Stuckey. It's a 9-0 run for Hayden, and with 3 minutes to play in the quarter, the Wildcats have pushed the lead to 13. Smith Right wing three off the heel. Good board by Harvey. Back up with it, but can't knock down the putback, and Sandstrom clears it for Hayden.
It's great effort from Harvey, battling for position there for that offensive rebound.
Bulldogs stuck on 3 points right now as they continue to see Hayden build their lead. Meyer working on Reichard. Powers her way inside. Gets the rebound on her own miss. Puts it back up for a second chance. Doesn't go. And Hayden still has it. Linner now up on a third chance. Finishes for Hayden. Another timeout for Baldwin with 2:18 left to play in the first quarter. As Topeka Hayden is piling it on 18-3 with 2:18 left to play in the quarter. Timeout on the floor. A chance to tell you about Rice Precision Manufacturing, one of the great many businesses there in Baldwin who support Baldwin Sports Live and your Bulldogs. If you're looking for a great job, they'd love to give you an opportunity as well with a family-owned company. It's actively looking to fill positions for skilled CNC machinists and CNC operators. Excellent pay, competitive benefit packages with a climate-controlled work environment and a friendly support staff that's dedicated to the betterment of their employees. Contact jobs@riceprecision.com to set up an interview. 2:18 left to play first quarter, 18-3 Hayden. And another Baldwin turnover. That's the second time coming out of a timeout they've turned it over. They do get it back thanks to the travel called on Hayden, but Baldwin right now in a big hole.
Yeah, obviously there's plenty of time left. You just kind of got to take a deep breath and reset things.
Emma Kate Lang has checked in. That pass down low. Lang ended up with it, but she also ended up with her left foot on the end line. So another Baldwin turnover. Carly Toot has checked into the lineup for Baldwin as well. And for Hayden at the timeout was Sandy Anguiano. That's who has it here. Doubled. Out to Greco, not free, but it goes right to Smith. That's the other thing so far early on, is this three is put up from the left wing and banked in by Reagan Husher. That's the other thing early on, Ryan. It feels like right now every 50-50 bounce or just, a carom like that, a three that in one sense you could say was just enough off that it went in. It all seems to be bouncing the way of Hayden early on.
Yeah, I think that's the second bank three they've made, and typically you're not seeing a whole lot of those. But, yeah, right now all the breaks just not going the way of the Bulldogs. Can't get frustrated, though.
Sorry, Ryan. Yeah, another traveling violation is the 7th turnover of the first quarter for Baldwin. Is Marin Frost, excuse me. I called her by her older sister's name there. I was looking at the I'm going to try to make up for my mistake there by doing that. I was looking at the records book they have for this tournament, and Macy, Marin's older sister, holds the record for the most three-pointers made in a game here in this tournament. So that's why I had Macy on my mind, because I was reading through the record books. Anyway,
what the number was? What was the record?
I was going to say 6, but I don't know. It's in that program you've got over there. You'll have to look and check for me. It's 21-3 right now. Hayden has jumped out in front. 6, yep.
Yeah, that's
back
not
in
bad.
2019 against Anderson County. Bailey Smith is checked in now for Baldwin. Bailey, younger sister of Riley Smith, who fires up that three and knocks it down. So now Riley has hit twice from 3. As Baldwin takes 3 off that lead from Hayden, but it still stands as a 15-point advantage for the Wildcats. A near steal by Riley Smith, but instead it leads to a layup by Macy Smith that misses. And Bailey Smith has it coming the other way for Baldwin. Close to a backcourt. I don't think the ball ever came across, so no backcourt violation there. It was close, as now Frost sets up Carly Toot at the foul line, ripped away by Greco. Bounce pass feed to Macy Smith for the lay-in. 18 seconds to play in the quarter. Bailey Smith, a long two-pointer. That's on the money for Bailey. It's 23-8 with just a few seconds left here in the quarter. Macy Smith, I don't know that she sees it. She does. Last second gets it up just short, and we've reached the end of the quarter, and what a quarter it was for Hayden. Big hole to overcome for Baldwin, but they got 3 quarters to do it. 23-8 Hayden after 1 here on Baldwin Sports Live.
State Farm Insurance Agent Cody Anno is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Cody Anno, your local State Farm insurance agent in Baldwin City.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family.
Just underway, second quarter here in Wellsville today at the 32nd annual Wellsville Cap Gun Tournament, and Hayden turns it over in the opening seconds of this second quarter. So Baldwin takes over. Riley Smith, Bailey Smith, Emma Kate Lang, Marin Frost, and Carly Toot, the 5 on the floor for the Bulldogs. Wildcats with Stuckey, Meyer, and Macy Smith, the starters out there, and then 2 reserves in the lineup as well, Avery Grunnert and Riley Schmidtline. Smith, corner 3 off the, or Stuckey I should say, off the top corner of the backboard. Baldwin coming the other way with it, down 23-8 after a red hot start by Hayden. Baldwin with 3 quarters to try and recover, but that is not going to help. A 10th turnover already. Smith on the other side with an uncontested layup. 8 early points from the senior Macy Smith with 7:05 to play in the second quarter. The lead is 17 for Hayden as the Wildcats commit a foul on the drive by Riley Smith. 13th foul against Hayden. Let's see which one they get with it. It's Schmidtline. In for Hayden comes Jill Linher again, one of their starters. Seven to play in the quarter. Baldwin with the ball. Down 23-8, or 25-8, I should say. Smith, nobody home. Thought there was going to be somebody in that corner on the baseline drive, but nobody there. Baldwin turns it over for the 11th time. Carly Neufeld checks back in along with Alyssa Reichert for Baldwin.
Yeah, you know the old saying, when you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you got to do is stop digging. Right now, Baldwin's really digging themselves a hole in terms of turning the ball over.
11 turnovers in 9 minutes and 20 seconds of game time so far. A team in Baldwin that averages just 12 turnovers a game, and they are one shy of that number with a long way to go. Blocking foul called here. Bailey Smith trying to draw the charge. I'm going to call that a hit on Neufeld, actually. So Carly picks up her first. 4th team foul, and here's Carly Stuckey at the free throw line. Both free throws good. Back in Reagan Husher. (27-8) with 6:31 to play in the half. Neufeld brings it up against the pressure of Schmidtline. Now Bailey Smith back to the corner to Neufeld. Good spin move by Neufeld, pulls up from 8 feet, but it rims out and saved, but out of bounds. Last touch by Grunnert, so Baldwin will get another chance here.
It's at least a better look, though, for Baldwin. Neufeld kind of spinning in the lane, getting to that high post area.
Neufeld coming off of a 17-point game on Thursday night against Wellsville in her return from a 2-game absence. But scoreless so far in this one. A pass corralled by Smith. Inside they go to Reichert. Locates it out to Bailey Smith, and it goes off the top of the backboard. And Leonard rebounds for Hayden. Grunert trying to bank in a third three for Hayden. And Bailey Smith with the rebound for the Bulldogs. 5.5 to play in the half. Toot goes baseline, gets inside, and is fouled. They call the foul on the floor. It's on Jill Leonard, her second, and the fourth team foul for Topeka Hayden with 5:31 to play in the half. Isabel Harvey back on for Baldwin. Macy Smith checks back in for Hayden. Turned over on the inbound play. So Baldwin has matched their per game average for turnovers at the 5:25 mark of the first half. Get one back though. Smith with a steal. Didn't have the numbers. There was defenders back for Hayden, so doesn't force the issue. Back in for Hayden comes Lauren Sandstrom. Baldwin trails 27-8, a 19-point deficit. Largest of the game so far. Neufeld spots up on the right wing and cashes a three.
Excellent set play there. They had Neufeld take it out and then ran her off some screens on the baseline, got her open on that other side.
And Baldwin has now hit 3 trays of their own. Stuckey, a blocking foul on Neufeld. Thought they made for a chance there, get her for a travel, but instead it's a blocking foul on Neufeld. Count the basket for Carly Stuckey, who already has 12 points in this game for Hayden, and it's 29-11 with a free throw coming up. Second foul on Carly Neufeld. Stuckey now 5 out of 5 at the free throw line, 13 points in this first half. It's 30-11 as Marin Frost checks back in for Carly Neufeld. Norma Greco checks back in for Hayden. Frost got about the 3, gives it up. Reichert back to Frost. Doubled on the baseline. Smith from the wing. Rebounded by Meyer and fouled by Harvey. So Isabel picks up her second. Sixth team foul against the Bulldogs. With 4:15 to go in the first half. And Baldwin trailing 30-11. Make it 32-11 on the layup by Smith.
I give Hayden a lot of credit so far in this one. They're really hard to stop offensively, just being aggressive.
Reichert on the block against Meyer, gets bumped, and Meyer picks up her first foul. Baseline inbound from Smith. Lobs into Reichert. Smith again for 3. Third time she's hit.
Just halfway to that record.
3:40 to play in the half, 32-14. Outside of Meyer, and that's a double dribble. Anguiano back on for Hayden. And Topeka Hayden will take a timeout with 3:29 left to go in this first half. A 32-14 lead for the Hayden Wildcats, who jumped out to a quick start in this game. They opened the ball game on a 21-3 run to give themselves the big lead early. Baldwin, since that point, though, has played it even, 11-11, since they fell into that 21-3 hole. So that's the good news. They have seemed to sort of find their rhythm now. The bad news is they can't play even the rest of the way. They're going to have to overcome it. They're going to outplay them by 18 at least the rest of the way. So we'll see if at least now they kind of settled in, it feels like, if they can start turning that the other direction and start making some ground up.
Yeah, they're really going to have to flip the script in this one. They're going to have to start getting some turnovers on their own. Attacking that basket, getting some easy ones.
So not sure what the conversation amongst the officials is about here. Reichard, Smith, Frost, Harvey, and Toot for Baldwin. Anguiano, Greco, Meyer, Smith, and Stuckey for Hayden. Riley Smith. Does she have a fourth in her? You betcha. 4 trays in this first half from Riley Smith.
You just see the confidence in Riley right now. She's shooting the ball really well. Got a beautiful stroke.
Well, as we talked about in the open, these tiny gyms, they are certainly a shooter's gym with the small backdrop that just makes everything look tight. Looks like you're just standing on top of the basket, even for the three-point arc. And if you can get hot, you can get on a roll, they could start going in bunches, and that's what Baldwin's hoping from Riley Smith. But now Harvey picks up a third foul, putting Riley Meyer at the free throw line. So far, Hayden has been perfect at the strike. They're 6 out of 6 at the free throw line.
Something that Baldwin needs to try to do a little more is get to that free throw line and get some points with that clock stopped. Trying to get back into this one.
Reagan Husher checks back in for Hayden, and Carly Neufeld returns for Baldwin. Remember, Carly has the 2 fouls, so hopefully can play some smart basketball here over this final 3 minutes of the half and avoid picking up a costly third. The Bulldogs need that offense. Reichard fouled on the entry pass. Anguiano picks up that personal. It's her first, and that is the 6th team foul against Hayden. Smith to inbound for Baldwin. Bounces into Neufeld. Back to Smith. Working around to Frost. Carly saves it to Reichard. Attacks right at the basket. And, doesn't get it to drop, but will have a chance to line for 2 shots.
Much better offensively, though, for Baldwin, trying to work that ball into the creases. Reichard doing a good job getting to the rim, getting to that free throw line, like I just mentioned. We're going to have to do a bunch of this.
It'll be the first trip to the line in the game for Baldwin. Reichard on the year, just 46% at the line, 12 out of 26 for the season, and her first one's off the back rim, no good. So an empty trip, rebounded by Macy Smith. 34-17 Hayden, 2.5 to play until halftime. Smith slices right through the top of the Baldwin defense for the lay-in. Blocking foul and a drive by Frost. And they call this one on Husher again, so she picks up her second, and it puts Baldwin at the line for a 1-and-1. The shooter will be Marin Frost. Meyer checks back in along with Sandstrom for Hayden. Frost of the year, 81%. Run into the 1-and-1, doesn't go. Meyer the rebound.
Man, just nothing falling for Baldwin right now.
Stuckey trying to go baseline, now spins back inside and gets it up off the glass and through.
I mean, that right there is pretty good defense. There's just not a whole lot you can do. Better offense.
A steal for Stuckey. And Toot there to take it away and can't keep her feet as she and Stuckey kind of got tied up there. It's out of bounds off of Carly, and it stays with Hayden with 2 minutes to play in the half. Long possession for Hayden as Smith tries to back in on Riley Smith. Lost her footing, but a trip is called. And Bob Martin did not agree with it. He thought Macy Smith just lost her footing on her own, but Carly Toot is called for a trip. It's her first, and the team's 8th, 1-1 for Macy Smith. First miss at the line in the game as Reichard grabs the rebound. 38-17 ball game. Reichard's 3 just short. Sandstrom the rebound. Sandstrom crosses over to help coming from Frost. Help force the miss, and Reichard with the rebound. Riley Smith calling for it across the floor, but Reichard, who gets knocked to the floor, trying to make the pass, couldn't get enough on it. Partially deflected, her arm may have been hit inside to Meyer, and that could be on Meyer. It is. So Briley Meyer with a move against Toot, trying to clear a little space, and the official right there on top of it had basically the same look that we had from this angle, and you can see Meyer kind of muscle through Toot, got caught that time, picks up her second. Lang back on along with Bailey Smith for Baldwin to join Neufeld, Frost, and Riley Smith.
It's a big possession here, trying to just get some momentum going into halftime. Try to get a little rhythm going offensively.
Lang works in, kicks out. .40 seconds to play in the half. The pass across the floor intercepted. Grunert misses, putback misses, but Sandstrom is fouled. Ninth foul against Baldwin, so it sends Lauren Sandstrom to the line. It was in the act, so 2 shots for Sandstrom. The foul called on Bailey Smith, her first. It was a 15-point game after Riley Smith made her 4th 3 of this half. That was back at the 3-minute mark, just north of the 3-minute mark. Baldwin has not scored since, though. Now 7 in a row from Hayden. Sandstrom makes it 8 in a row. And they have pushed their lead up to a game-high 23 points. Under a half minute to play in the second quarter. Neufeld runs into Anguiano on the baseline. A foul on Sandy Anguiano, her second. 2 shots now for Neufeld, as that is the 10th foul called against Hayden in the first half. Carly, 67% this year at the free throw line, 18 out of 27. Couple of makes from Neufeld. A 5-point first half for Carly as Baldwin trails now 40-19. Neufeld checks back out the final 21 seconds. No need to have her out on the defensive end of the floor with 2 fouls. or 13 seconds left here in the half. Smith goes opposite the Anguiano screen, lays it up short, rebounded Smith with 6 seconds. Riley with it with 4 seconds. Knocked away, got it up, maybe foul, maybe not. They'll say block shot by Grunert. And that will end the first half. So it was a bit of a frustrating first half for the Bulldogs. They found themselves in a big early hole and battling all they can to try to get back into this ball game, but they trail 40-19 at the half. Coming up, it's the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show here on Baldwin Sports Live.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face-to-face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it. With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846. Serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
When choosing a bank, wouldn't you prefer doing business with a local institution with years of commitment to our community? That's Baldwin State Bank. For more than 100 years, we've been providing products and services specifically tailored to our friends in Baldwin City. Whether it's a free checking account, savings for retirement, or your next loan, we'll be here. Because our roots are here. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome into the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show, brought to you by your Baldwin City Farm Bureau agent Kelly Neufeld, there to help you protect what matters most. That's Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting and see how Kelly and his team can help you achieve your financial goals, both present and future. We are at the half of the opening round game here at this year's Top Gun Tournament, 32nd annual Top Gun Tournament in Wellsville. And so far, it's been all Hayden Wildcats. 40-19, the 2-seed Wildcats with the lead on the 7-seed Baldwin Bulldogs. It was Hayden early, 21-3. They jumped out to the lead in this ball game. And from that point forward, Baldwin held their own and played a pretty even ball game. But a lot of early turnovers sure hurt the start for Baldwin in this game. They turned it over 15 times in that first half. If you're wondering, Baldwin's season high for turnovers in a game is 17. And they had 15 in the first half of this one. So that'll kind of tell the picture for you about how uncharacteristic that first half was in terms of the taking care of the basketball for Baldwin. And they picked a bad day to have that crop up. And, of course, part of that bad day because of the defense that Hayden played. But it was a first half that Baldwin would like to forget, but unfortunately it is what it is, and now they're going to have to try to regroup here in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, you got to give Hayden a lot of credit. I thought they played really well in that first half, but it was really uncharacteristic a lot of the time for Baldwin there, turning the ball over like you mentioned and just not really taking care of it. I thought offensively they just haven't been as aggressive as I've seen in the past, and honestly it's tough to see after the last game goes about as well as you could have hoped, and first half of this game has gone about as bad as you could have hoped. So hopefully the second half they can come out and turn things around, take care of the ball, and start making some more shots. Riley Smith's playing well, though. 4 made threes, so maybe some more of that, and Baldwin can get back into this.
12 points in the first half for Riley Smith to lead the way for the Bulldogs, who made 5 threes. Carly Neufeld also knocked one down. And I hate to say it's going to take a bunch more of those threes to get back in this game because I don't want to have them necessarily come out and just start chucking threes, but
Yeah.
you almost get the sense that the way Hayden has been, the efficiency Hayden has shown. I mean, they have 40 points on the board in the first half. That's a big first half. They average 46 points a game, Hayden, and they have 40 on the board at halftime. So to completely shut them down, probably not going to happen. So you can't really trade twos for twos. That means you need a bunch of stops or you need to make a bunch of threes. So one or the other needs to happen in the second half for Baldwin.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to start getting hot at some point. You got to make shots, like you said. But, yeah, I mean, it can start on the defensive end if you start stringing some stops together and getting some rebounds and clearing that ball. And maybe get out in transition and you can get some easy buckets before they can have a chance to set their defense. That would be a big key here in the second half.
Well, let's take a look at the first half numbers for you. We'll do it right after this word from Farm Bureau Financial Services.
Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face-to-face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
So let's look at some of the first half numbers for you here on the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. 40-19 our score. Hayden with the lead. Their senior duo of Macy Smith and Carly Stuckey. We talked about them in the open as the two senior leaders of this team, and they played the part in the first half, combining for 27 points, 15 from Stuckey and 12 from Macy Smith. And it was the other Wildcats who helped provide the assists for those two, as you had Briley Meyer with a very strong first half with the freshman, 4 points, 4 rebounds, a couple of assists, 3 points on a three-pointer by Reagan Husher, a couple of points from Lauren Sandstrom, along with a couple of assists and 3 rebounds. Jen Linner with 4 points and a couple of rebounds as well. And Hayden only turned it over 5 times in the first half. They knocked down 3 3-pointers and went 9 of 10 at the free throw line. So it was a pretty solid first half for Hayden. As for Baldwin, Riley Smith leads the way in the scoring department with 12 points, all coming from beyond the arc. She made 4 first-half threes. Carly Neufeld with 5 points, including a three-pointer as well, and Bailey Smith with 2 points. And that rounds out the scoring for the Bulldogs. Alyssa Reichert had 3 first-half assists. That's a new career high already for Reichert through one half here in this game. Riley Smith dished out a pair of assists as well, and Reichert with 2 rebounds. Bailey Smith with the team-high 3 rebounds in the first half. 40-19, our halftime score. No ties, no lead changes as Hayden jumped out to a 7-0 run to start the game, and they built that to a 21-3 run before Baldwin finally got it going offensively. Played them even 11-11 over the next basically 6-7 minutes of game time, but then another little lull there to close out the half as Topeka Hayden outscored Baldwin 8-2 over the final 3 minutes to push that lead back up to 20 plus, and it's 21 right now. 40-19 our score. You've been watching the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show, brought to you by your local agent in Baldwin City, Kelly Neufeld. Give them a call at 785-594-1055. Farm Bureau, proud supporters of the Baldwin Bulldogs, and they'd love to support you in your financial future as well. Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it. Second half starts next here on Baldwin Sports Live.
At Family Medicine of Baldwin City, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education, ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 785-594-2512 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Baldwin City, your partner for lifelong health.
Morningstar Care Homes is looking for the next members of their team of compassionate caregivers. If you're a certified nurse's aide or medication aide or interested in becoming certified with company reimbursement, apply today and join the locally owned care team at Morningstar Care Homes, offering paid leave, health, dental, and vision insurance and a low 5-to-1 patient to caregiver ratio. Apply online at morningstarcarehomes.com/careers or call 785-594-2603. Positions available in Baldwin City, Ottawa, Fredonia, and Neodesha.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
Welcome back courtside here in the Blue Gym in Wellsville, along with Ryan Hilmer. I'm Bryce Kessler as we head to the second half of this ball game, 40-19. Hayden with the lead on the Baldwin Bulldogs. Hayden, the 2 seed in this year's tournament. Hayden the 2 seed, Baldwin the 7 seed, and Marin Frost has a 3-point attempt blocked by Macy Smith. And that's how things start in this second half for Baldwin after they turned it over 15 times in the first half and forced 5 of them. They get one here. And it will result in a trip to the free throw line for Frost.
So there you go, though. That's exactly what's going to need to happen. A lot more of that. Try to turn over Hayden, get out and run.
Frost at the line, 0 for 1 in the game, 17 out of 22 on the year. Baldwin now 2 out of 6 in this game at the free throw line. Meyer rebounds another Bulldog miss at the line. Stuckey travels. Frost drive, kick to Smith. Now back to Frost in the corner. Hayden makes it tough. They don't give many good looks as Harvey is off the mark. She thought she got hit on the arm.
I thought she did too.
Yeah. Well, there's no question Hayden is an aggressive defending team, and I think sometimes when you are an aggressive team like that, sure, you're going to get called for your fair share of fouls. They've been whistled for 11 of them, but you're also going to get away with a few when you're just constantly up in their grill and constantly applying that pressure. And Stuckey in the corner knocks down a 3. And a delay of game warning has been issued against Hayden as the Wildcats have taken a 43-19 lead. .6:49 to go in the third. Smith drives down to the block, but is shut down there. Neufeld, deep 3. And another offensive board by Harvey.
Harvey's been working hard on the glass all night.
Smith has that 3 partially blocked, I think. And, ooh, I don't know about that. I thought that ball was partially blocked, and which is why it came up so short. But they say Hayden basketball. Another tough break for Baldwin. It feels like they've had a lot of tough breaks. Meyer with a 2-pointer. Foot was on the line. Won't matter as Frost rebounds the miss. Now she's in trouble. Double teamed and is bailed out with a reach in by Hayden. And they got a piece of her arm. The foul on Lauren Sandstrom, her second.
That's definitely not the spot where you want to pick up your dribble and get trapped. But nobody really helping Frost out there. Everything just kind of going wrong for the Bulldogs.
Another tough spot to have it right here.
Yeah.
Does have her dribble, though, and that allows her to get through there, and then she's bumped to the floor by Stuckey. Well, some of the fouls starting to pile up a little bit here for Hayden. I would say, well, maybe that will change their aggressiveness a little bit and ease off, but when you're playing with this big of a lead, you still have pretty good wiggle room if you're Hayden to continue to pressure that way. And that pressure results in plays like that. A steal by Leonard. Stuckey knocked away from behind by Neufeld. Then hustle back there by Harvey, Frost, and Neufeld, all chasing her down.
Yeah, it's just not really making crisp, strong passes right now, being strong with the basketball. I hear coaches talk about it all the time.
Another steal for Riley Smith. And another foul, this one on Macy Smith. Fourth foul of this quarter, second on Smith. Neufeld to Reichert. Nice move by Alyssa, but no whistle on the contact. Riley Meyer the rebound.
I really like that move from Reichert. Just fake like she's going to go to that favored left hand and takes it to the right hand.
Harvey the rebound. Trying to push it up to Neufeld, deflected out of bounds by Leonard. .5:16 left, third quarter. Baldwin still looking for their first points of this quarter as Hayden has scored only 3. Frost, long with a 3, and Karam's off the hand of Harvey and out of bounds. Five and change to go, third quarter. Baldwin has forced 3 turnovers already in this third quarter, but they've yet to score on the offensive side. Riley Meyer knocks down that open jumper on the baseline. Frost, good drive, but the right-hand finish won't go. Reichert, offensive rebound, and a tough putback by Alyssa Reichert for her first points of the game. And the Bulldogs' first points of the second half with 4.5 to play in the quarter, trailing now 45-21. Inside Sandstrom. Frost with the rebound and fouled by Leonard, her third. 15th foul of the quarter against Hayden. Subs coming on for Baldwin, Lang, and Toot, and for Hayden, a complete line change here. 5 new players into the lineup. Grunert, Anguiano, Husher, Schmidtline, and Greco all check in for Hayden. Neufeld brings it up for the Bulldogs as we near the midway point of this third quarter. Baldwin has not been able to make up any ground. In fact, they've lost ground so far in the quarter. Trailed by 21 at the half, down 24 now. Neufeld back to Lang. Skip pass is deflected by Greco. Toot able to run it down for Baldwin. Kicked out by Hayden. Lang trying to power through. Anguiano missing. Rebounded Grunert. Schmidtline wide open, but way off the mark. Offensive board. Husher keeps it alive for Hayden. Foot on the line for Husher. Off left iron. Lang with the rebound for Baldwin. .310 to play, third quarter. 45-21 Hayden. Neufeld. Out to Harvey. And then Guiano the rebound. Grunert wide open. Well, Baldwin had been playing with some fire with some wide open looks the last couple of times down. They got away with them until there. Grunert knocks down the tray with 2:40 to play in the quarter and pushes the lead to 27 for Hayden.
And really good offense from Hayden, just sharing the ball, moving it, getting open looks all over the place.
Timeout Baldwin with 2:28 to play in the third. We'll step aside. Hayden leading the Bulldogs 48-21 here on Baldwin Sports Live.
Insurance agent Cody Anno is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Cody Anno, your local State Farm insurance agent in Baldwin City.
Don't forget, Bulldog fans, you can get replays of the highlights sent right to your phone. Text Baldwin to 816-406-0051. When the big play happens, send the text, and EZ Relic will make sure that video clip gets sent right to your phone. When the highlight play happens, text Baldwin to 816-406-0051. Check out ezrelic.com for more details. 48-21, and Hayden forces another Baldwin turnover, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe Baldwin has now turned it over on the inbound pass out of all three of their timeouts in this game. And now another turnover as they surprise Neufeld on that pass into Carly. The defense was right behind her, or right in front of her, I guess, whichever way you want to look at it. And it forces another Baldwin turnover. Neufeld checks out of the game as Baldwin has the lineup right now of Riley Smith, Marin Frost, Isabel Harvey, Carly Toot, and Emma Kate Lang. A whole unit of reserves on the floor still for Hayden. But that hasn't stopped the Wildcats from extending their lead up to a game-high 29 points right now. Frost fouled on the drive. Marin will head to the free throw line for 2 shots. It's called on Anguiano, her third. So 16 foul means Baldwin will be in the bonus the rest of the way, but that hasn't helped them to this point as the Bulldogs are just 3 out of 8 at the free throw line, including that make there by Frost, her first point of the night. Does knock them both down. Turned over, stolen by Harvey on the entry pass. Lang losing her footing, able to get rid of the ball before she travels. Lob underneath. Good pin by Lang, but couldn't quite handle it cleanly. Still able to get it back out to Smith, who after making 4 threes in the first half, they really haven't had many shot attempts in this second half. And a foul called on Baldwin after the missed 3, and that foul is on Isabel Harvey. So Izzy picks up her 4th, and the first team foul of the second half on Baldwin. Oh, that should be a double dribble, no?
I'm going to say that was a gather, that first little dribble she had, but that was a tough call.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and look, I guess. I thought she took 2 of them even, which,
yeah.
You know, one, I get the gather there, but anyway, neither here nor there now. And the three-pointer is missed. Harvey knocked to the floor. A foul is called on Grunner. It's been a tough day and tough meeting physically for Harvey. And she has been battling inside for rebounds all night long. And her reward for that effort is a trip to the free throw line.
Yeah, it's good to see all the girls still playing really hard. Hayden's just a good team. Sometimes you got to tip your cap 1 through 10. I've seen all these girls are good. They do their job well.
Yeah, they run them all after that. They got an 11th girl now is coming to the game for Hayden is Bella Reed, another freshman. That's another thing. They're a pretty young team, too. They play a lot of underclassmen.
That's how you can sustain a good program, is playing those younger players, getting them the experience.
Well, Harvey knocks down the 2 free throws for Baldwin. First 2 points of the game for Isabel Harvey. Baldwin down 50-25 though. Underneath, deflected out of bounds. Baldwin gets it back. Long shot missed, but an offensive rebound. Harvey keeps the possession alive. And Toot on the attempt at the second chance bucket has that three-pointer go out of bounds. Back over to Hayden with 18 seconds to play in the quarter. This is Reed, who's into the game for the first time, the 11th player to play for Hayden tonight. Meyer is fouled as Frost tried to rake it out of there and ends up committing her second personal foul. Just the second of the half on Baldwin. And at the line is Briley Meyer. 2 for 2 at the stripe of the game. 6 points, 6 boards, a couple of assists for the freshman in this game. Neufeld and Reichard check back in for Baldwin. 7 seconds to play in the quarter. Smith pushes it up, has 3. Deep 3 on the way. And we have played 3 here in Wellsville tonight. It's Hayden on top of Baldwin, 51-25 on Baldwin Sports Live.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
State Farm Insurance Agent Cody Anno is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Cody Anno, your local State Farm insurance agent in Baldwin City.
We head off to the fourth quarter with Hayden on top of Baldwin, 51-25. Third year in a row these two teams have played here in Wellsville at the Top Gun tournament. Baldwin has won each of the last 2 seasons. But it has been all Hayden in this one tonight. Stuckey with a skip pass over to Meyer, deflected by Reichard and knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Meyer. So another nice hustle play there. You mentioned it, Ryan. These girls are not just giving in and letting this one in. They are going to continue to battle to the finish line, and who knows, maybe they have a big 21-3 type run in them to make this interesting.
I love to see it. Even if you don't come back in this one, you build some momentum going into your next game.
Reichard's shot misses. And a hand check on Frost. Third foul on Marin Frost. Also the third of the half against Baldwin. Bailey Smith, sophomore guard of the senior Macy Smith. Around the horn it goes into the corner for Sandstrom. And she's called for a carry.
Been really impressed with Macy Smith for Hayden. She's a really good player. Played well tonight. Everybody for Hayden really has played well.
Bailey Smith, open look at a three and banks it in. The bank has been open on this side of the floor. We saw Hayden bank in a pair of threes on this end back in the first quarter. Now Bailey Smith knocks down that tray. First three-pointer of her career. Macy Smith trying to answer but doesn't.
The Smith sisters putting on a three-point clinic right now.
How about this drive by Bailey? Oh, they're going to call it for steps, though. I'm not so sure she did, actually.
Yeah.
There was a bump, but I don't know that she actually took that extra step. I like the idea. I like the confidence and the aggressiveness nonetheless from the young sophomore in Bailey Smith right there.
Yeah, and Bailey's really played well this year. She's gotten better every game in my eyes. Continues to get better.
51-28, Baldwin trailing with 6.5 to play, fourth quarter. Good help by Harvey. Now they got to recover, though. Hayden quickly gets it around to Sandstrom, and Baldwin has recovered back. Sandstrom on the kick out. Rattles out, offensive board, putback goes for Leonard and a foul. And the foul is on Alyssa Reichert of Baldwin. And that is her first, and the team's fourth, with 6:11 to go in the ball game. Riley Smith back in. Here's the free throw from Linner. In and out. Harvey the rebound. Half dozen boards in the game for Isabel Harvey. Here comes Bailey Smith again on the drive. Has it blocked by Meyer. It's still Baldwin basketball. And Toot replaces Smith. There goes Reichert. Harvey with a big-time board after the block shot on Reichert and draws the foul, so she'll head to the free throw line. 1-1 coming up for Isabel Harvey after the third foul committed by Briley Meyer. (53-30), a little more than 5 minutes to play. Or 5.5 minutes, I guess. And a near steal, but Harvey unable to keep it, and then a timeout taken by Hayden. 30-second timeout taken by the Wildcats with 5:21 left to play in quarter number 4, and it's 53-30. Hayden with a 23-point lead. Baldwin Sports Live brought to you in part by Rice Precision Manufacturing. Right there in Baldwin City, a fast-growing family-owned company that specializes in CNC machining and the fabrication of parts, components, and assemblies for a wide range of industries. Give the sales team a call or a line, and they will see how they can assist you in your next manufacturing project. Email sales@riceprecision.com to get more information from Rice Precision Manufacturing. Tournament continues on Thursday for Baldwin, and then it will conclude on Saturday here in Wellsville. Thursday, Baldwin will play at 6:30 or 6:45, so in that 6:30-ish time slot, regardless of the result of this one. Right now, obviously, in a big hole, but see if they can make a run over the final 5 minutes. Smith got a hand on it, but Hayden keeps it. Stuckey out of bounds off of Reichert. Thrown out of bounds on the inbound play, and we've got balls going everywhere.
Problem. Which was the real ball?
4:58 to play. Riley Smith yet to score in this second half after a 12-point first half.
Nice steal there from Smith. Almost. It's good effort.
Last touched by Stuckey. Baldwin gets it back. Well, the turnover numbers are starting to even up here in this second half. Baldwin has done a much better job taking care of the basketball themselves. Only 4 second half turnovers for Baldwin, and they have, on the other side, forced 9. But unfortunately, they just dug themselves too big of a hole early in this game at 21-3 in the opening 6 minutes of the contest. And they have been trying to battle back from that big hole early on. Had it down to as little as 15 at one point, as Neufeld has her shot rejected by Meyer. Four minutes left to play in this ball game. Harvey went for the steal. Sandstrom ends up with a layup. Reichert finds Smith in the corner, and Riley knocks down a fifth three. Travel committed by Hayden's Jill Linner. At the high post, Smith. Back up top to Neufeld. A drive, a scoop, and a rebound, Meyer, and then Neufeld. A little frustration foul committed.
Yeah, it has been a pretty frustrating game for Carly. She hasn't got a lot of open looks from the outside. Teams know that she's such a good shooter, they get a hand up on her early.
Been held to just 5 points in this game by this Hayden defense. Three minutes left to play in the fourth. A bump on the drive. Macy Smith is fouled. Both Riley Smith and Isabel Harvey were there. They call it on Harvey, so that is her fifth. She fouls out with 2:59 to play. Frost, Lang, and Bailey Smith all check back in for Baldwin. Stuckey returns to the Hayden lineup. Hayden a little more patient with the ball now, up by 22 here in this fourth quarter, and eventually Sandstrom spots an opening to attack the basket and score. Smith with a step back three to tie the record for most threes in a game here at this tournament.
We talked it into existence.
18 points from Riley Smith on 6 3-pointers as she ties the single game record in this Top Gun tournament. A record that is held by another former Bulldog in Macy Frost back in the 2019 season. Macy, along with Kelsey Verhagel, another Baldwin Bulldog back in 2007. So now that record is shared by 3 Baldwin Bulldogs.
All right,
and
congrats.
Perhaps Smith will take it herself here. She
Yeah.
has 2 minutes to get another one.
2 minutes to go. Let's try to get her one more, maybe.
(57-36) with 2 minutes even to play. Emily Taylor has checked in for Baldwin. She has the ball here. Inside to Frost. And Marin Frost with a nice smooth spinning baseline side to lay it in. A minute and a half to play. A steal for Frost. Marin fouled on the drive with a minute 24 left. At the line, Frost 2 out of 5 in the game. Sarah Schmidt checks in for Hayden along with Norma Greco. The foul of the way on Schmidtline, her second. 19 fouls, a 1-and-1 for Frost. Good pressure of the backcourt by Bailey Smith. Now up to Stuckey. Quick ball movement to Schmidtline, and she'll hold on it. Stuckey fouled with 1 minute to play, and 2 free throws coming up for the Hayden senior. Emma Kate Lang with the foul. Stuckey now 4 out of 4 at the line. 19 points in the game. Samantha Scraper checks in, and Alexandria McBride as well for Baldwin. And Riley Smith, along with Frost, exit the lineup, so won't get a new single held record, but Smith does tie the single game 3-point record at this tournament. 32nd year of the Top Gun tournament. And now 3 Bulldogs share that record for 6 made threes in a game, the single game record. Oh, man, Guiano was hard into the padding underneath the basket, but hops up with a smile. Smith's layup locked out of bounds, so Baldwin inbounds with 39 seconds to go. A little too tall for Lang on the inbound. .15 seconds to play. Hayden was working the ball around to take the final few seconds off the clock. So Hayden wins it. They advance to the semifinals with a 58-38 victory over the Baldwin Bulldogs. Baldwin dropping to 5-6 on the season. Hayden improving to 6-3 with the victory. We'll take a timeout, wrap it all up for you on the Baldwin Sports Live post-game show coming up right after this.
With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846. Serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being part of the community we serve. Our roots run deep in Baldwin City, and our commitment runs deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home, or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we're here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for more than 100 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family.
58-38 our final here tonight. They have cleared the scoreboard already here in the gym, so it says 0-0, but 58-38 the final in this one as Topeka Hayden picks up the victory over the Baldwin Bulldogs, and the 2-seed Hayden Wildcats move on to the semifinals tomorrow night at 6:45. And for the Baldwin Bulldogs, the number 7 seed, they drop into the consolation semis where they will take on either Lewisburg or Nemaha Central. That game getting set to take place here. As you see, those two teams are out there warming up right now. So the loser of this upcoming game will face Baldwin on Thursday night at 6:30 right here in the Blue Gym again for the consolation semifinals. No ties, no lead changes tonight. Topeka Hayden jumped out to a 21-3 lead to start this game, and they go on to win this by 20. 58-38 the final. Hayden led by 19 points from Carly Stuckey and a dozen from Macy Smith. Riley Meyer with 7 points and a team-high 9 rebounds for Baldwin. Leading scorer was Riley Smith, who tied the single-game record here in the 32nd annual Top Gun tournament with 6 made threes. That's a tournament record, tying her with Macy Frost and Kelsey Verhage, who are both Baldwin players as well. They set theirs in 2019 and 2007, respectively, and now Riley Smith here in 2022 adds her name to that list of 6 made threes in a game. 18 points tonight from Smith, 5 points for Carly Neufeld. That's a season low. They did a good job making her life tough for Carly on the offensive side of the floor tonight. Just 5 points. Maren Frost with 4, Alyssa Reichard with 2, Isabel Harvey with 4, and Bailey Smith matches her career best with 5 points in this game, including her first career 3. But Baldwin falls 58-38. We've got to get off the air and switch gears to the other channel. We've got Lewisburg and Nemaha Central. Ryan and I get to call that one as well, but it'll be over on the Lewisburg channel. So that's going to do it for us here tonight on Baldwin Sports Live. Again, Baldwin falls 58-38 to Topeka Hayden, and the Bulldogs will play Thursday at 6:30 right here on Baldwin Sports Live against the loser of the upcoming game between Lewisburg and Nemaha Central. For Ryan Helmer, I'm Bryce Kessler. Thanks for joining us. You've been watching Bulldog basketball on Baldwin Sports Live.
You've been watching the Baldwin Bulldogs on Baldwin Sports Live. Baldwin Sports Live is brought to you by Kelly Neufeld, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Baldwin State Bank, Heartland Plumbing, Family Medicine of Baldwin City, Morning Star Care Homes, Trindle Lumber Company, State Farm Agent Cody Anno, One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home, Rice Precision Manufacturing, Baldwin City Recreation Commission, Elite Chiropractic, the Lumberyard Arts Center, and by the Baldwin City Chamber of Commerce. Visit BaldwinSportsLive.com for the schedule of upcoming broadcasts on your home for the Baldwin Bulldogs. Baldwin Sports Live.